Thank you, Anjali, and that was a wonderful introduction. And yes, so I start off with 68% target, though Vidya just gave me 30, but still 68% target. I take it as a challenge and we move on. For that, there are certain things that I thought is important for all of us to understand and know, because I dovetail Vidya's comment that now I have a team of 800 and not just 30, right? So for the 800, all of us should know what we do. And for that, there are three big services that we handle in LHH as on date. In fact, it's two. The third is something that we are looking at introducing aggressively in the market. Career transitioning, or the career transitions as we call it, leadership development, and HR advisory and consulting. So these are the three big ticket items that we want to grow aggressively into the market. So when we say career transitioning, what do we mean? It's very simple. When an organization, let's take an example, right? We have looked at all the IT giants hire people during the COVID, left, right, center at humongous package. And then what happened? Cost of service increased, but revenue of the service or this price of services keep depleting. So what do? They get people out, right? That's exactly where LHH come in. That's what career transition as a service is all about. We help organization outplace their people when it's difficult times. And right now, it is a very difficult time because of the economic slowdown and various other things that are happening. So this is one place where you must understand LHH works extensively. What do? We create personalized journeys for people to get outplaced. We give them consistent coaching and mentoring to attend interviews, to upskill, to cross-skill, and all those other elements that are needed for them to crack interviews. Last but not the least, we work with them to create profiles, make it ATS friendly, make it web friendly so that they are findable when there is a headhunter that searches for them. So there are a couple of services that we do together, and all of this is personalized journey for each and every member. Help that I ask from you, remember the words that are there at the bottom: outplacements, workforce retrenchments, organization restructure, and active placements. When you talk with your clients, when you talk with the key people in the client organization, and if you hear these words, remember LHH. Because these are the cues for me to start engaging with them for career transitioning. The next is leadership development or learning and development, where we heavily work on. Here, it's all about curated development journeys that we do for professionals, current as well as future leaders. What happens here is very simple. We run them to assessment center or assessments. We understand where they stand. Then there is also a comparison with where they have to be, and then we build a bridge between where they stand to where they have to be through multiple interventions in the form of training, in the form of coaching, in terms of mentoring, and various other interventions. So in other words, it's what Michael does to each of us, it's what Payal does to each of us, we do to our clients. Words here, if they're talking about assessments, if they're talking about development centers, if they're talking about productivity improvements or problems around productivity, if they're talking about succession planning, and if they're talking about development or talent development programs as a whole. These are the words when you hear. Please come back to us, because this is again another place where LHH heavily works. HR advisory and consulting, well, this is something we spoke about even during the town hall once when I tried introducing this as a service that we were drawing and incubating. It's all about the strategic human resources work that we can do for our clients. In other words, if there is a salesperson here, please drop the word no from your dictionaries, because with us coming into the picture as part of WSFS, let's pick any work that can be associated with human resources, because that's what we will bring as Wherewithal, that's what we promise to do as delivery. So we will engage either as consultants, or we can also engage as fully integrated part of our client organization and make sure the delivery is 100%. So here we can talk about HR policies, procedures, practice, design, redesign, benchmarking of practices. If you're talking about organization design, redesign, total rewards, compensations and benefits, literally everything that's under the space of human resources. If you hear these names and say, people are looking for this, please make sure you come back to us with it. So a very simple ask. Take us to your client anytime you hear those anchor words that you just saw. Leverage. So we have a huge pool of dedicated resources that's exclusively ours. You don't need to pay us like how you probably would pay in LinkedIn or a Naukri. We would make it available for you. So first, please dig into our database when you have a mandate, because be assured at any point in time, we're going to have about 1,000 to 1,200 people available for you, which is exclusive to us. Good trained ones who will crack the resources, who will crack the interview, and hence your success rate is also going to be huge. Last but not the least, this is an ask. Let's collaborate together. Let's go as TAG, which is why I'm saying, please try to drop the no off your dictionaries and let's start collaborating with each other. These are the three elements that we thought is important. Of course, there's a target in place. We would work towards that target. Thank you.